Coming in, there's a mega face-off which is erupting between the Grand Old Party and the BJP over the Sengol that will be brought to Delhi for the new parliament inauguration on the 28th. Now, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar has hit out at Congress's Jairam Ramesh after he claimed that false narratives from WhatsApp University are being pushed by the centre over Sengol. Now, the Union Minister had taken a jibe at Jairam Ramesh, calling him Rahul's spin master, and said that history and tradition of the Sengol was attempted to be shamelessly buried as a walking stick has come out. We're crossing over to our senior editor, Pallavi Ghosh, for more on this. Pallavi?
Yes, that's right. So since morning, we have been seeing a lot of controversy, not just over the inauguration by the Prime Minister, but also over Sengol, which as you heard, the family member who talked about it, is something which is emotive, which is significant, and a strong rebuttal of it coming in from Jairam Ramesh, where he said that this is just not true. There's no such tradition. There's no such transition of power which is being signified by Sengol. And this is yet another false narrative being peddled by the BJP. Again, a counter coming in from the government. And I think we're going to hear more and more of it. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who comes in from Karnataka, from South, of course, and who holds that tradition, makes this point that, this is something which shows the Congress party in poor light. The Sengol, as we know, has been preserved in the Allahabad Museum. And the point which the BJP and even Rajiv Chandrasekhar, of course, is making is that this is a tradition which was completely ignored by the Congress party and is a reflection on the mindset of Congress, but also someone like Rahul Gandhi.
Absolutely. Pallavi, would you also be able to go over what Jairam Ramesh had said?
So what Jairam Ramesh said in an early morning tweet, and we are told he's doing a press conference later today, in that he pointed out and he tried to give evidence. He gave documentary evidence to show and claim that there is no such tradition. There was no, the significance of Sengol being gifted, to use his words, to the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, did not signify any transition of power from the British to India. It was just something which was crafted. It was given as a gift. And therefore, there's no evidence to a claim which has been made by the BJP. We saw Nirmala Sitharaman in Chennai at a press conference talk about it. S. Jaishankar talking about it. The government also talking about it. The government, in fact, has come out with counter documentary evidence to counter the point which is being made by Jairam Ramesh, that there indeed is evidence to show that this is something which is coming in from Chola dynasty, and the entire purpose about crafting the Sengol was also given by the British to Jawaharlal Nehru to signify the fact in 1947 that India is free now and the reins of power has been handed over from the British to the Indians.
All right, Pallavi, do stay with us. We're being joined by Mr. R.P. Singh of the BJP on the line right now. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. Essentially, what we're reporting on in the breaking input is about the war of words that continues between the BJP and the Congress over the Sengol, which is going to be brought into the Parliament building on the 28th. Essentially, this is about the Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar's response to Jairam Ramesh. But could we have your response to Jairam Ramesh as well?
Well, Congress has been denying the history, the rich cultural history of the country. They only believe that because Mughals, the Mongol Mughals, and thereafter the Congress Mughals who have run the country, and history doesn't go beyond that. The fact is, Indian history is some 10,000-year-old history. The Bharata history is 10,000-year-old history, and then they don't believe in that history. So that's why they don't believe in Sengol also. They don't believe in any rituals which have happened as per the heritage and as per the culture of the country.
Now, are you at all, your party, are you going to escalate this matter on any level? Because when it comes to the parliament inauguration, we're already going to be seeing that escalate in court. What about what the Congress is saying about the Sengol? Mr. Singh, are you still with us? All right, we'll try to reestablish that connection. But when it comes to what Jairam Ramesh had said in his tweet, what he had said is that, is it any surprise that the parliament is being consecrated with typically false narratives from the WhatsApp University? And then he goes on with about 4 different points. We'll read those out for you, where he's saying that a majestic scepter conceived of by a religious establishment in the then Madras province and crafted in Madras city was indeed presented to Nehru in August 1947. Now remember, the Sengol essentially is going to be a big symbol when it comes to why the BJP has decided, why the centre rather, has decided to bring it into the Parliament building, the new Parliament building that's going to be inaugurated on the 28th. This decision of bringing and establishing the Sengol to the building symbolizes an integration of North and South. This is the statement that had come in from the Home Minister. Now, according to other political experts, it's one of the many efforts of the centre to bring the focus back on ancient Indian traditions, history and civilizational facts. And essentially, it's an attempt to dominate the narrative of Indianness and decolonization. But the war of words continues between the Congress and the BJP when it comes to the Sengol.